Hey YouTube, this is Game Freak Knows How to Troll. I'm going to be talking about Pokemon that really haven't gotten that much or really should get this or that. Anyways, we'll jump right into it. So first off we have Gengar. Now you're probably thinking, what are you talking about? Gengar? He has plenty of options. He can do a lot of stuff. But in Soul Silver's description it states, in the Pokedex it says, to steal the life of its target, it slips into the prey's shadow and silently waits for an opportunity. Sounds pretty dark and creepy, or even nasty you might say, so why is it Gengar can't learn Nasty Plot? Next up, Latios and Latias. Now as we all know, dragons can breathe fire. And in Latios and Latias' case, they can also summon meteors from space to land on a Pokemon. So why is it can't learn Flamethrower or Fire Blast? We basically have to settle for Hidden Power Fire, which isn't nearly as powerful as either of these moves. Come on, Game Freak. But next up, we have Snorlax. Now Snorlax is really big, really tired and lazy, all that. Why can't he learn Slack Off? I mean, he always has to rely on rest and sleep talk, which isn't always a bad thing, but, you know, adding Slack Off to its move pool would make a lot of sense. And by the way, even Snorlax can learn Fire Blast and Flamethrower. Really, Game Freak? Give Latios and Latias a little bit of love here. Next up, we have Delibird. Now, in the case of every single Pokemon in the entire game / franchise, it's the only Pokemon that is not only 4 times weak to Stealth Rock, but can also learn Rapid Spin. So, by sending it in, you're losing half of your HP, and then you can spin away the rocks and spikes and whatever else. So, you know, that's not really of much use. Also, through Level Up, Delibird can learn Present. But that's it. That's the only move it can learn through Level Up. If you want to have it learn any other move, you have to use a TM, HM, or, you know, breed for it, or you use a move tutor. But other than that, leveling it up, not going to learn anything else. And lastly, for Delibird, has the ability Vital Spirit. You know, it's a good ability, avoids sleep, but through the dream world, it got insomnia. So why would you even give it 2 abilities that can prevent sleep? You could give it something different, I don't know, but really? You had to give it 2 abilities that do the exact same thing? Next up, we have Farfetch'd. Now, Farfetch'd doesn't really have that great of base stats. They're around 60 for every single stat, the best being 65 in attack. Now, I guess Game Freak felt, oh, we should throw Farfetch'd a bone, or in this case, a stick. That's right, a stick. That's literally an item in the game, if you didn't know, which increases the chance of a critical hit. But it's only for Farfetch'd. So I guess they felt that they were being nice there. But even after 5 generations of Pokemon, it still has absolutely no evolution. It's still all on its own in its evolution chain. Now they did give it some gifts like, I guess, Brave Bird and Leaf Blade, 2 pretty good moves, but with 60 base stats all around, it's really not going to do a ton of damage. But lastly we have Shedinja. Now I'm sure you saw this one coming, and yes, Shedinja has 1 HP no matter how much you invest in it. So why does it learn Final Gambit? Final Gambit is a move, if you did not know, that basically takes your current HP, sacrifices yourself, but does that certain amount of damage to the opponent. So Shedinja uses Final Gambit, does 1 point of damage to the opponent, and dies. Very classy, Game Freak. Next, it can learn Substitute, which, why would you want to teach it that? Because it only has 1 HP, you can't go anywhere below that or else you're dead. So you can't use the substitute. And next we have it able to learn Sandstorm. Now with Shedinja, all entry hazards, hail, sandstorm obviously, leech seed, all that kind of stuff, poison, hates it. Can't stand it. It'll die in 1 hit. So if it learns Sandstorm or uses it, it's suicide, it's dead. Really? Lastly, it can learn Rest. Now Rest obviously fully restores your HP, and you're asleep for 2 turns. But if it goes anywhere below 1, it's dead. So you can't use Rest. Awesome, Game Freak. Great choice. But that is Game Freak Knows How to Troll. I hope you all enjoyed, got a little bit of a laugh out of this. I want to thank you all for watching. comment, rate, subscribe. Leave a comment down below. I want to know what other variations or ways that Game Freak has trolled other Pokemon that you've found. But once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you all later.